Do you want with me? What if you look wrong, baby? How could you keep bringing me?
Hello, world. Yes, this is Vice President Kamala Devi Harris of Faith. Well, yes. This issue, I am just so perplexed with hearing about her ethnicity due to the fact from her own statements. Oh my goodness. Please watch the following commentary and let me know what you think, because from her own words, she appears to be more Indian than black after all. Take a look.
Candidate for Vice President of the United States of South Asian descent. When my mother, Shamala, stepped off the plane in California at 19 years old, she didn't have much in the way of belongings, but she carried with her lessons from back home. I'm black.
Yes.
And I'm proud of being black.
Absolutely.
And I was born black. I will die black. And I'm proud of being black. And I'm not going to make any excuses for anybody because they don't understand. Has been doing a lot of active outreach around South Asians, around the API in general, and will continue to do it. I mean, what we know in particular when you're talking about the South Asian community, we're talking about the Indian community more specifically, it is a growing community in the United States in terms of its voting bloc, in terms of its participation, and I think the party knows that and knows that this is part of our collective community, and there needs to be outreach and inclusion.
And certainly you could become the first Indian senator in U.S. history, which would be quite an accomplishment.
Knock wood.
Kamala, the cosplaying Kamala Harris, is a red dot Indian mixed with Irish and East Indian. She's not a black American at all. She was raised in an Asian Indian household in California first before being moved to Canada. She graduated from a Canadian high school, not American, and she's been colonizing black American culture. She is not a black American, period.
The reason why this topic is so dear to me is due to the fact that that woman named, have you ever heard of her, Rachel Dolezal, who she was the white woman who pretended to be a black woman, who actually talked about how she's going through the experience of living black or being blackness through by having two black kids. Again, she was deceptive in her identity and therefore had advanced and became the head of the NAACP until she was outed after being found out she was actually a white woman who actually whose parents was actually both of European descent. The reason why this is so important is this topic to me is due to the fact that so many people of other genders, race, have tried to ride the backs of black people and give no credence or kudos for their advancement. This big issue of this woman, VP Harris, who's now flip-flopping between race, makes me question her integrity. Due to that fact, again, makes me question other aspects of the platform she's running on. Again, the last policy issue I heard of her entertaining was the fact that she was talking about being an advocate of reproductive justice. When I last checked, I don't think that was in the black community one of our top issues of reproductive justice. There's other issues that she could focus on, such as this illegal immigration issue and other issues of economic salary disparity. Salary disparity is among black people versus others, and so forth. However, she chooses to focus on reproductive justice. I have heard nothing other than this lady talk about her being black, and due to that fact, I am not too clear if I can trust this lady's integrity. And because although people would argue, oh, well, she looked black, again, I'm not going to vote on no one who's based on skin color due to the fact I have been deceived in the past by just doing this. So just listen further, and you'll hear also an Indian girl confirm that most Indians don't even like black. So again, just based on that fact alone is quite interesting that Kamala Harris, who's running on a platform of being just black now, is of issue, or should be of issue. Just take a listen.
Right here. A lot of Indians don't like black people because if you have a baby with a black guy, they think how dark it will come out. And in my case, this is true. So my family always called me dark growing up. Mind you, I'm not that dark. But my mother is darker than me and my father is lighter than me. So of course, then you get me. But apparently I'm still dark. So when I was pregnant with my son, all my mom would say is how dark my child was going to be. Now, when he was born, when you look at the top of a newborn's earlobe, you'll see what color they're going to be, basically. Their pigmented earlobe basically tells you how dark or how light the child is. So what she said was, he's going to be so dark, look at his ear. I was like, huh? I didn't get it until later that she thought that because of his ear, he's going to be dark. And, well, anyway, colorism is a big issue in India, and that could be why they don't really want it to.
It's like that was not a good professional performance. And then she was everybody's favorite Hindu Indian prosecutor and attorney general and senator. Now she becomes black. But, you know, I met her daddy, a fine gentleman, Professor Harris. And the problem with her being black is Professor Harris says he's Caucasian, mixed Irish and Hindu. He doesn't have any black ancestors, but his Irish ancestors owned a lot of slaves in Jamaica and had them to work on plantation. So if mama is on the birth certificate listed as a Caucasian, daddy says he's a Caucasian Hindu and has no black ancestors, how did she get to be black?
Last night that America is not a racist country. Do you agree with that? And what do you make of his warning against fighting discrimination with more discrimination?
I believe that we need to address, well, first of all, no, I don't think America is a racist country.
That is, if he's willing to get off the couch and show up. So, you see what I did there? Look. I got to tell you, pointing out just an observation of mine that I made. I just have to say it. You know it, you feel it. These guys are creepy, and yes, just weird as hell. That's what you see. That's what you see. So you know what's out there, so say it with me. We aren't going back. We aren't going back. We are not going back. So we got 91 days. My God, that's easy. We'll sleep when we're dead. Over those next 91 days and every day in the White House, I'll have Vice President Harris's back. Every single day. And we'll have yours. You You know how this works. We can't do it alone. We need you, each and every one of you. Go over to KamalaHarris.com, get on board, because we need you. Freedom to make our own choices. This leader, this compassionate, careful, joyous leader believes in each and every one of you. My God, you came here tonight to sit at the very top because you love this country and you're not going back. She believes in the opportunity for every single person to join the middle class. She believes in the promise of America. We just got to fight. We just got to fight. Because as soon-to-be President Harris says, when we fight, we win. Thank you, Philadelphia. Thank you, Vice President. God